Hi, my name is Kayla Mitchell. Thank you for joining me today. I will be discussing my lit review and research design. My proposed question is, what impact does social media have in promoting human trafficking of teens in the United States? The following map shows the global reach of human trafficking. Statistically, every year, 20.9 to 21 million people are victims of forced labor or human trafficking. A victim of human trafficking has been coerced, forced, have been recruited or transported to a place of unfamiliarity to be exploited, either they're sexually or labor intensive. Now, for this research proposal, I will be focusing on the United States. The following map shows the areas of confirmed cases of human trafficking. As you see, most of these cases are on the coasts and within major cities. In 2016, a girl about 16 years old was arrested in Central Florida for resisting without violence. Through probing questions, it was confirmed that she had become a victim of human trafficking from the state of New York through Tennessee, Georgia, and then ending her journey in Central Florida. Now, I'm going to go over the different points of what can make a child at risk. In particular, the 16-year-old girl who came from New York, had a history of running away and poor family structures, and was also a habitual delinquent. So she had been arrested more than 2 times. But most of the time, children who are victims of human trafficking are also considered at-risk youth. So they have been arrested before. They have poor family structures. They're victims of physical, sexual, mental, and emotional abuse. They come from low-income neighborhoods. They lack educational strength. They have learning disabilities, a lower IQ, or they don't have the same opportunities as another child. They have a history of running away. They lack employment opportunities. This also runs in lines with their educational strength and living in low-income neighborhoods. And they could be gang members. At-risk youth are most often trying to reach some kind of need. So in particular, I like Maslow's hierarchy of needs to describe the needs of a child or any person. So most of the time, children are trying to reach physiological needs, safety and security needs, or love and belonging needs. Physiological meaning food, thirst, warmth, hunger, safety and security, shelter and protection, love and belonging, love and affection, family, and relationships. This puts them most at risk for human trafficking because they will try and reach these needs through social media. Most adults have some kind of a Facebook or Instagram. Also, most adults who are victims of human trafficking became victims when they were minors, any child under the age of 18 who are still the responsibility of their parents. So, children seem to be using social media outlets at younger ages. They will post status on their Facebook, on their Twitter, on their Instagram, trying to reach likes. If they are missing some kind of love and belonging feeling, that these likes or the attention that they receive on social media is a prime opportunity for a dangerous individual to groom them to exploit them into meeting them or becoming victims of human trafficking. So what a child does on social media is important. So how do we, who measures these, how their child or how a child uses social media? Well, parents are the primary reinforcement of internet safety. So they see their child every day, unless they're at risk and they have poor family structures. But again, parents are the prime responsibility of teaching the child internet safety. This picture is wonderful in describing what could happen to a teenager. It says, meet Susan, a 42-year-old man posing as a 15-year-old girl. Susan and your 13-year-old just made plans to meet at work. So if parents don't know what their child is doing online, or they haven't had discussed internet safety with their child, then they are more at risk to becoming victims or meeting Susan. Internet safety at school. So this could be a bit of a debate. However, schools are not mandated to teach internet safety to children. Internet safety is only directed by the schools, but again, you won't see this county, state, or country-wide. There's not one program. Students are required to sign an internet usage agreement at any school. This is merely a liability for the school in case the child is doing something that they're not supposed to be doing on the internet, and they're told the do's and don'ts. So meaning that they're told don't go on Facebook, don't go on YouTube, don't go on Pinterest or any other website that is not directed by the teacher. However, schools are giving children Google accounts that have access to email, uploading videos to YouTube, and Google Hangout, which is a messenger, kind of like Facebook Messenger. And they're only told don't use these apps because they have no way of turning them off. So again, if the children are they have access to the internet, but through the schools, but the school isn't taking it upon themselves to give an internet safety course of what could happen if they misuse the internet by giving out their personal information, where they live, their parents' information, etc. Now, my research question again is, what impact does social media have in promoting human trafficking amongst teens in the United States? Social media outlets include Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, MySpace, Instagram, or even hidden apps that you can find, for example, in a calculator. When a child puts in a certain code, a messenger pops up and then is deleted instantly, like Snapchat. So there's no trace. The proposed outcome would be research would show a higher percentage of teen victims of human trafficking have used some form of social media to contact their trafficker before and during the experience. For example, the 16-year-old girl in the beginning had used Facebook to contact her trafficker, and that is how she was in contact with him when law enforcement made contact with her. The proposed research will be of teenagers ages 13 to 19 years of age, and I'll be surveying 1,000 participants in Miami-Dade County in South Florida and Orange County in Central Florida. Teenagers 13 to 19 years of age will have to be involved with DCF and have confirmed cases of human trafficking, and may be involved with DJJ, the Department of Juvenile Justice. Children or teenagers who are 18 and 19 years of age will be on juvenile probation because they were put on probation as minors, and in the state of Florida, a child can be on probation until 20 years of age. I'm focusing on Miami-Dade and Orange County because Miami-Dade has a major port that is a higher risk for human trafficking, as well as Orange County, which is a top tourist destination throughout the country for Disney, Universal, and SeaWorld. So this also has high percentages of human trafficking, according to this map. I will be conducting surveys. The surveys will be given out by 4 supervisors. The supervisors each, there will be 2 from DCF, 1 in Orange County and 1 in Miami-Dade, and then 2 throughout DJJ, 1 in Orange County again, and 1 in Miami-Dade. This survey will be given online through Smart Survey. The children will need to have a consent signed by their parents. It is optional and anonymous, and they will be able to stop the survey at any time if they start feeling uncomfortable. Some of the questions that I'm proposing are: how many hours a day do you use the internet? And how often do you talk to people you don't know on your cell phone, computer, and tablet? Now, these questions will be at a level that is more easy, or that is easier for children to read and understand. Now, what can we do? So to close this presentation, what can we do now to stop or to prevent human trafficking? So all in all, parents and or teachers need to talk to children, just not youth who are at risk. Children might feel uneasy or embarrassed to talk about such topics for fear of disappointment or punishment. They don't want to get in trouble for talking to somebody they don't know, or for visiting the site that they know they're not allowed to. So if this happens and you're talking to a child, don't get angry. Let them be open and honest about what they're doing on the internet, and talk to them about the dangers of the internet. So right now, because we don't have any kind of classes in school, adults, legal guardians, parents, teachers, community leaders are our first reinforcement. For individuals who want more information on accessing curriculum or talking to teenagers about human trafficking, please, you can visit this website, www.commonsensemedia.org. It is a curriculum that is being proposed here in South Korea to incorporate in our schools. So thank you for sitting with me during this presentation. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.